Welcome to Virtual Ventriloque, or for some of you who watched my other two tutorials, welcome back. This is a third part in the Doctor Strange portal integrating the real footage, and I've been looking at it and it doesn't look too realistic, so I'm gonna work a little bit more and make it more believable. Right, so let's get started. If you watched so far, you're gonna get this file if you saved it. If not, hopefully did. We've got this. As we can see that the sparks, it goes just everywhere, and is like is cast by somebody who doesn't know how to cast the spell. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna go to the portal. First we're gonna play with the particles. So we take the first particle system, we're gonna give it a number of 50,000. The frame is gonna start at 10. We're gonna give it a little bit of lifetime randomness, and then object velocity is 0.015, scale 0.60, scale randomness on full. And then we're gonna take the second particle system, we're gonna give it same 50,000 number, lifetime 10, frame start 25, lifetime randomness a little bit, object velocity 0.15, scale leave it like that, scale randomness a little bit more, and this should be the outcome. I think the red is way too glowy, and maybe change it to something more like not that red but not too yellow, something like that. It looks a bit more believable. We got this, it's coming out now. To make it pop a little bit more, because you can see that the particles doesn't interact with the ground, and I tried to make the particles interact with the ground, and I found out an easier way to sort this out. So we go like this, we're gonna press Z, select the plane, go to tab to edit mode, press K for knife, and let's just cut a little bit of a mesh out of this one. So you press K, it comes the knife, you click on the edge, and then you go straight. It doesn't matter where you go, don't need to have to click it, and then you click on the other edge and then press enter. Now we go to the face select, we select this face, right click, separate by selection, tab to go back from edit mode, and we're gonna select this plane, which is right underneath our portal. We're gonna go to the particle properties, we're gonna add a new particle system. But because our Eevee doesn't render hollow, we're gonna add a icosphere, scale it down, G to move next to the next one, maybe scale it down a bit more. Let's give it a new material, let's make it something yellow like the other ones, like that. And then we're going back to the select the plane, going back to the particle properties, number, let's give it a 55,000 to begin with, frame start around, let's say 20 to match the other ones, and same as our video, 465, lifetime maybe at 10, lifetime randomness a bit more up, normal, target phase, renders as a object, and the object we're gonna use the we're gonna use the icosphere, and then on the gravity we're gonna go all the way something like really small, and then when we go to the render we're gonna press 0. We have something like particles that is, well, basically it floats, so we're gonna do the gravity all the way down. Still looks like floats. Yeah, we're gonna work with this. So scale, maybe change the scale randomness on the full, and then randomize normal, let's put 0 on the normal. Let's see the outcome now. So it looks like particles are playing around, different scale and different sizes. Maybe keep it more. Let's put 7. And now let's go to the beginning. I think it's way too big. And then we can take this, scale it down a bit more. G a little bit, something like that. And now we have particles on the ground. Let's see how it looks like on the render. Now I think it looks a lot more better with the actual particles on the ground that are like bouncing out of this. Now, because we got this all sorted, let's go to the compositing. Hopefully it's gonna look something like this. We're just gonna bring a color and a color balance, and then we're just gonna make the green greener. We're gonna make the yellow a bit more yellowish, and then let's make this something like that. Maybe add another glare node, and then we're gonna put it from streaks to full glow, and the size is way too big, something like this. Let's press F12, see the outcome. Now it looks way more better. So if there's anything that I have left out, or if you guys have any suggestions about how to make this more believable, I'm open for suggestion. But I'm gonna keep going on with something that I find to look a bit even more good. So we're gonna add a UV sphere. We're gonna center it. We're gonna make it as big as the portal. Maybe center it a bit more, something like that. Scale, so it's just into the portal. Now if we apply the same material as the sphere, select the sphere, we're going to apply the same material as the portal. We made it as big as the portal. Now we can cut the icosphere in half, or we can keep it like this. So we go here, so we don't get distracted. We're gonna go into the edit mode. Click on this, Alt Shift, double click is gonna select half of this selection, and then Shift Alt the other ones. So it's gonna select exactly half of the icosphere, and then right mouse button, mark seam. And now if we go to UV editing and press A to select all, U to unwrap, we've got two half of the icosphere. Now if we go to the render view, put 0 to go on the camera mode, and then if you hover over the half of this mesh and press L for linked, you can rotate, and it's just going to take the ones that are linked. Which one this looks like is the one behind. Click outside, hover over this one, L for linked. You can rotate it. No, you can rotate it in this half of it. Rotate, and we can bring it here. We can G to move a bit more. And now when we're going to the layout, press 0, go to the render mode, and we go to the beginning. You can see that it looks a bit more realistic. It looks like actually a portal, it looks like a hole. This this one doesn't look good because it's not put it in the right place. Maybe press G, move it here with the whatever suits your video. And now when we press play, it looks a lot more believable. It looks like the sphere or whatever, it comes out. Now if it works with your video, and then we can give to this sphere, we can make it to come from small to big as well. So we go here to these properties, scale, we're gonna put 0, 0, 0, frame, keyframe, 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 and then I think it was on 50, 49, 50, which is maximum. I think it's 50. We can move this one, and let's put here 1.6. Then this one 1.6, the next one 1.6, and now, oh, I forgot to put the keyframe. I'm going back to 47, 48, 49, 50, 1.6, next one 1.6, next 1.6, 1.6, 1.6. Keyframe, keyframe, keyframe. I'm gonna disable this inner portal. I put the keyframe. Yes, I go to the blinking, and you can see that the portal comes out with the portal. I don't know if it looks good or if it looks better. Maybe if we cut this one and leave the inside. Now we have this half selected, we're gonna press X, delete faces, and we only have the inner circle. I'm gonna go to the top view, tab to go out of the edit mode, rotate, just to make it like as nice as possible with the portal. G, I'm just gonna put it like just to touch the inside, and now if I press 0, oh, shade smooth as well, render view, and we are going to press play. We can see that it has a totally different view, like it looks more 3D, more realistic. We can actually go to UV editing, press A to select all, hover over R for length, and then you can G and position this where you think it looks good. Layout, go to the beginning, and boom, you can see that it's totally different render from what we had before. You can see that we have the inner portal that we're just not going to see it in the render, but in the viewport, but we need to click this one, so it's not going to show in the render either. And the way we're going to render it is going to be in Eevee, 200 samples. These ones, we've done that in the previous videos. And now on the outside, on the export, frame start, frame end, all good, where you want it to save it. Now here from PNG we're going to go to MPEG video, MPEG path through here, MPEG 4, and then on a medium quality perceptually loss, and all the rest is going to stay the same. Just to select your folder where you want it to be saved. And once again guys, thank you so much for watching. You have a nice day, hopefully learn something. See you in the next tutorial. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. And now this one. Boop, 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 boop.